All right, so in the last section, we finished up our MongoDB setup on the OSX operating system. Now, there's one last piece of software that we're going to have to install, and that's going to help us out tremendously during our development process together here. So it's called Robomongo. The purpose of Robomongo is to give us a graphical client to look at all the data that's sitting inside of our database. So it's something that we're going to use for development and just to figure out what data is sitting inside, right? So installing it is definitely even easier than Mongo. So let's just get right to it. We'll open up a browser, navigate to robomongo.org/download. Now, you see in here, I'm just going to download this Robo 3T version, and I'll click on it. All right, so in here, I'm just going to select Mac OS, then download. All right, so that's it, right? So open up an archive, and yeah, the installation is pretty straightforward. All we got to do is just drag Robomongo over into the applications folder, and it does its thing. So now, just to make sure that everything's working okay, I'm just going to start up Robomongo now. So I can open up my application folder, or however you want to do it, click on it, and get presented with security warning. Okay, so you can't open this file because it's downloaded off the internet. What? Okay, no problem. Just need to update a quick security setting. I'm sure you know this. So if you see this message, you just, you can click on the Apple top left screen, but just get to system preferences, however you like to go, and you'll find security and privacy here. Just click on it, and inside the General tab, I'm going to click the Lockdown here to make changes. And you'll probably see a button right here. It says Robo3T was blocked because it's not from an identified developer. So I'll just click on this button, open anyway, and then go ahead and click on it, and you'll be good to go. So again, you only have to do that step if you get that warning, depending on what operating system you are running. Well, what version number you're running, right? Now, once we've opened up Robomongo, you can see that we already have a database here, right? And we have an option. We can create a new database connection, or we can remove one or do something else. So I just want to create a new database. So to do that, I'm going to click that Create link over here at the top left-hand side, and then all the default settings in here are good. So the only thing I'm going to do is name the database, just local, like that. So I'll save it, select local, and connect. And suddenly, the top left-hand side will get a list of all the local databases that are sitting inside of our MongoDB instance, right? So now one thing I do want to mention here is that if the connection fails to be made, remember, we've got to be running the brew services start, MongoDB-community. All right? So we're going to pause right here, continue the next section, and we're going to start working a little bit more on our first application. Try to answer that big question of what is MongoDB and what's it going to do for me? All right? So I'll see you in the next section.